having experienced the challenges during the pandemic times, the Connecting Dreams Foundation has moved further and relentlessly continued its work of connecting dreams. What I have realized is that this connecting dreams is a very overarching kind of theme on which the foundation is working, because it is connecting people through dreams, it is connecting people by dreams, and also it is connecting people for dreams. Because we are all alive simply because we are able of dreaming. And dreaming about the future, naturally about the better future, it's something which is a hallmark of the aspirational society. And India today is essentially an aspirational society. And therefore, we are all looking forward to making this country a developed country, not just a developing country. And when I say development, it has all the dimensions, including the human development, the development as a human being, the development in every possible way, which will eventually lead us to see that the Mahatma Gandhi ji's dream of Antyodaya is translated into reality. And for that, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been reminding us time and again, that everybody's contribution is required. I'm sure his address from the ramparts of the Red Fort last Independence Day, we must have realized that while he started with Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, added Sabka Vishwas, and last Independence Day, he also appealed for Sabka Prayas. Because while we are all capable of dreaming, we are all also required to contribute in realizing these dreams. I mean, government cannot be the sole change maker as such. If the change and a lasting transformation is really to happen, it is for all of us to work towards it, and which is why Sabka Prayas. You cannot, no society can ever outsource the task of developing the society, developing the country only to the government. The government, at best, is a facilitator. But all of us will have to contribute. We cannot say that what can we do, it is for the government to do. Yes, the government will do, the government will have to do whatever the role that we expect from the government. But entirely, government cannot bring about this transformation, and therefore everybody's contribution is required, which is why Sabka Prayas is the essential core of the message of not just the Prime Minister's speech, but of the changing times as well, and not only in India, but in every part of the globe as well. As it happens, people in several other countries and in India as well are often told about their rights, which is important. But everybody's right could be protected if everybody also discharges his or her duties. It is not that we can be careless and callous about discharging our duties and still we can expect that our rights are protected. It cannot happen that way. And therefore, as they say that you cannot clap with one single hand, everybody will have to come together. And that is the beauty of Connecting Dreams Foundation and all its efforts. So once again, I commend people like Amit Tuteja and all his colleagues for continuing with these efforts. Two more points, if I may reflect upon. One is the importance of networking. I mean, these are the changing times in which networking plays an important role. I mean, we all know that in isolation, you cannot do anything. Our scriptures also have told us about Sangachadvam, Samvadadvam, Savvo Manasi Janatam. And therefore, doing things together, sharing things, partnering with each other, these are the things that are going to lead us to a brighter future. And in that context, the importance of networking just cannot be undermined. I'm sure Connecting Dreams Foundation, through this connecting, which is a part of not just its name, but its fame as well, I believe will ensure that the networking happens not just virtually, but on the ground as well. And people come together, share together, work together, and bring about the change together as well. This togetherness, I believe, is at the core of the concept of networking in today's times. I'm also happy that you have also started a Changemaker Academy and a Changemaker Lab. These are definitely important initiatives because, like politics, about social work also, there is a wrong impression that only motivation can help you become a social worker or an organizer or a change maker. Motivation is important, beyond doubt, but it is not enough. And therefore, along with motivation, along with motivational and inspirational training, one also requires to have functional training and along with that, some skill training. I'm sure the academy that is yet to take shape will definitely engage itself in offering structured courses by way of which people can realize that they can take such courses and make the changes firstly from within and then around in and around the society of which they are parts. Well, naturally, when we talk about academy, laboratory comes along with it. Every such academy will have to have not just a library, but also a laboratory. And therefore, the kind of experiments that you are going to make, the kind of studies that you are going to engage yourself in, the kind of analysis that you are going to undertake will definitely bring about some kind of new insights. It will be a new knowledge creation as well. Because in our country, welfare programs, whether that of the government or of the voluntary sector organizations, have not always followed up by some kind of an impact analysis. Let's take the example of, since we are talking about laboratory, there are many institutions, including IITs and IIMs, where they have what they call as incubation centers. In a way, they are also laboratories. But how do they incubate? What do they incubate? And what happens after an incubated entity also is not able to bring about any impact? These are all questions which require further analysis. I mean, if an incubation laboratory incubates, let's say 50 startups and 25 of them do not click, then whether the ecosystem had some lacunae, whether the person, the innovator, the entrepreneur had some deficiencies, whether the economics that was worked out was not flawless. All these issues require to be deliberated upon, and some conclusions are also needed to be drawn. If we do that, then only laboratories can help us. I mean, colleges and institutions also undertake some projects, but many a times they end up as temporary things. But if a project is to sustain, is to make a lasting impact in a particular community, I believe they require more homework and some kind of a planning with a particular futuristic vision. If that happens, then only such projects can definitely be called as change-making projects. And that is the objective with which all those associated with the Connecting Dreams Foundation are working. I offer all my best wishes to the new initiatives. Once again, I congratulate the organizers and thank for having me here. Thank you very much. Namaskar.